to Sri Lanka. Welcome to the show on a bright and early Thursday morning. It's almost the end of the week. It's almost Friday, but it's the season anyway. So everyone's on holiday and everyone's having a good time at home, I'm sure. And even if you are working, you might be looking forward to the holidays because Christmas is coming up just around the corner. And are you in the Christmas spirit here, Jason?
I would say yes. You know why?
Why?
Because I just found out that the Desolationist Mount, the Hobbit series, is about to open in Sri Lanka in one of our major cinemas.
I heard
And
that
that's
too.
like the Christmas wish.
Who gave you the news, Jason?
Santa, of course.
Of course it was Santa. Yes, of course it was. All right. So I was the one who told him. It's all right. I got good news for you this morning. So it's all about good news, and I mean, everyone loves good arts, right? Be it film or dance or music or theater, any of these things. I mean, they're all things that really help us spend our leisure time and helps us, become all-rounded people and well-rounded people, I should rather. And it's always important to have that aspect in your life. And on that note, we have some very interesting guests with us this morning.
Right. Well, first of all, I have to let you know that the direction that our art that's headed in this country is pretty amazing. And the guests that we have today are here to celebrate that. They're starting up a new workshop called A New Direction, and they're here to speak about it. Without further ado, I'd like to introduce Yoshita Abesekara Jacobson. I got that right. I got the last name right. And of course, we have Susan Young in the studio. Good morning to both of you.
Good morning.
I would give you coffee, but I lost it. I literally tripped carrying it, and then, it's gone. That's why we never have coffee on the show.
Because Jason trips every time with that tray of coffee on it.
That happens, yeah.
Every day.
Every day, unfortunately.
But you're here. I mean, both of you have amazing accreditations and things that you've achieved in your lives. Now, Yoshita, you're Sri Lankan, but you've been all around the world, and you're a very trained choreographer as well. And most recently, you've had a diploma from the La Salle University, and now you're here. You're doing so much here in Sri Lanka. And Susan, the same goes for you as well. I mean, both of you are professional choreographers as well as dancers, performers, so many things. But tell us about this new initiative that you've started up here in Sri Lanka.
Okay, so when I left Sri Lanka 9 years ago, I wanted to do more with contemporary dance.
Yeah.
And it was hard finding it in Shanghai. And so I came back to Singapore to study at La Salle and graduated with my degree in contemporary. And I got so inspired there to create dance with a lot of different collaborations. And I thought this would be good to bring to Sri Lanka because I did contemporary dance in Sri Lanka, but in a very small way.
Right.
And of course, when I went to Singapore, a whole new world opened up to me, and I just fell in love with it. So I was really inspired to share what I learned with the Sri Lankan art scene. So that's the idea of bringing in a new festival, which I thought that would be a good time where the country is as well heading towards a pathway.
Right.
And so
you told me that you did it in a smaller scale before you left as well. What was the feedback like then, and what is it like now?
Smaller scale, I did dance shows in Sri Lanka.
Yeah.
Is that what you mean?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah.
I taught in Asian and.
I mean, the interest that's here in Sri Lanka now compared to when you did it a while back, and you come back now and you're trying it out again here in Sri Lanka. Do you see a change in the interest? Is there more?
I think that people are more willing to accept the changes and something different. So it's inspiring because there's good feedback when we do something different, and they're enjoying it. They're thinking about it.
Yeah.
So yes.
Yeah, she's actually right. I've kind of have noticed that Sri Lanka is much more open to artsy type stuff now.
Yeah, and more open to the arts in general, I'm sure. And Susan, how did you get involved in the project?
Right. Yoshi told me about the idea about a year ago, and I told her to go ahead because I think it's a good initiative.
Right.
Yeah. In Singapore, there are already a lot of festivals and events. And I think in Sri Lanka, so far, there are not many Singaporeans that been to Sri Lanka and doing like some art events here
Right.
yet. It's like a whole new world, and I think a lot of people are very interested and very keen to find out more about Sri Lanka. And the best part is that Sri Lanka isn't that far from Singapore, so it's actually very easy to establish some kind of exchange platform.
Right.
You don't need visa.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's very
Yeah.
Major advantage.
We here on MTV have just given you details of how to go to Singapore. That's what we do here.
All right, so you were saying, go on.
So I think it's definitely good, a good thing, and for the fact that Yoshi, it's originally from Sri Lanka, you know, like who else, you know, but who could be the better person, you know,
course.
to start
Yeah.
something.
You know, you actually said that when you were in the Sol that Susan was your teacher there
Yes,
as well.
she was.
Wait, what?
That's how you met each
She was one
other.
of my
Yeah.
favorite teachers.
Nice.
Yeah.
She's not saying that just because you're sitting there.
I hope not.
It's the honest truth.
Yeah. So yeah, for 3 years. Yeah.
Yes, 3 years.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
Blood, sweat, and tears.
Yeah.
So when you, now this particular a new direction, it's called the Sri Lanka International Performing Arts
Yes.
Festival, and what are included in it in terms of, is it just dance or are there other categories involved in it as well?
It started off as a dance show when
Okay.
I first was talking to Susan about everything, my
Right.
idea. And then slowly it became, music came into the scene.
Okay.
And then theater came into the program, and then dance film came into the program. So then I looked at it and I was like, trying to title it, saying International Dance Festival. No, I think it has to be an International Performing Arts Festival
Right.
because all the arts is involved.
Yeah.
So
That's how it came about.
Yeah, and I think a new direction is good because we're trying to bring a festival with a difference. So that's a better name.
Right. On that note, we'll go into a quick commercial break and we'll be right back with more Good Morning Sri Lanka. But do stay there or else I will hunt you down. No, I won't. You have a great morning.